15 Things You Didn't Know 3 Minutes Ago. When Disney created the animated version of Alice in Wonderland, the animators relied on the movements and mannerisms of a real person. This is a classic chemical reaction called the iodine clock reaction. By combining iodine with a reagent with the presence of starch, we will see how after a few seconds the liquid suddenly and drastically changes color. The record for the largest number of passengers on a plane was set in 1991, when 1,886 people were evacuated aboard a Boeing 747 en route to Jerusalem. The plane landed with 1,888 passengers, as 2 babies were born during the flight. After spending 6 months training teenager Georgi Novako, he solved 6 Rubik's Cubes underwater, breathing just once, finishing the cubes in front of a crowd at Gino Paradise Water Park in Russia, in 1 minute and 44 seconds, like this managed to set a world record. This is a hypodermic needle compared to a bee's stinger. Did you know that the fur of sloths is a small ecosystem? Up to 150 living beings live in it, including algae, insects and moths. This is the real speed of an airplane from the perspective of another aircraft traveling in the opposite direction. It is actually twice the real speed, since the plane from where the video was recorded travels at the same speed as the other, only in the opposite direction. On the contrary, if we saw it from a tower or a hot air balloon suspended in the air, it would look something like this. These are not fish but robots. These are the teeth of the crabeater seal. Don't let its name or its menacing teeth fool you. This seal feeds on krill, so why does it want its teeth? The shape of its teeth helps filter the water, while small crustaceans get trapped in the crevices and curves of its teeth. Did you know that in Italy donkeys are babysitters? The baby goats cannot go down the hills and mountains without getting hurt, so Italian farmers use donkeys as a means of transport to carry the sheep to the flat lands where they are returned to their mothers. This is what the baby who played the sun in Teletubbies looks like, who, by the way, is already a mother. Only the arches of a McDonald's in the world are turquoise and not yellow. This is because in Sedona, the American city in which they are located, has a building code that prohibits buildings from being yellow, since according to them, this color does not integrate well with the atmosphere of the city. Many think that the piece of wood at the end of the Titanic movie is a door, when in reality it is the frame of it. The Chinese don't cut their cat's nails, instead they use these colorful covers to avoid hurting them. At what age did you realize that the edges of the freezer are used to store meat trays vertically?